This is 216 The Movement, Cleveland's hip hop and R&B independent station. I am your lady, your friend, Brea Jordai. I'm so happy you all are here with me today. Today is going to be a great show. I feel good. So, to start, I have to tell you all a little bit about my day. It's been a good day. It's been a great day. It's been a great week, actually. A lot of thought-provoking conversations this week. We absolutely will get into that. And we have a special guest in here today. So I am very excited to introduce you all to him, if you don't know him already. So we're going to get to it shortly here. Independent artists, all Cleveland artists, Detroit, just all surrounding cities. I don't care where you're from, really. Send me your music. I want to make sure independent artists are getting the love that they deserve. That's truly a part of my mission. I'm going to make sure it happens. And hopefully, as I grow, I can influence that on a larger scale. So anyways, independent artists, make sure you get me your music, please, so we can play it on our college radio station. Again, this is Brea Jordai. Guys, I will be with you every single Thursday from 6 to 8 o'clock. I will be here, so I don't care what you have going on. Just make sure you add me to your schedule, okay? We're about to get in some more music. We'll be right back with our special guest. This is 216 The Movement, college radio station. I am your host, Brea Jordai. I will be with you all every single Thursday from 6 to 8. And today I have a special guest in the building. Now, let me tell you about this special guest. This man, he has 20,000 views on just one song alone. He has 10,000 on another one. Every single track he drops on, any platform, it goes right away. So obviously he's been working hard. He has a fan base. This man can write a song quicker than anyone I know. If you want to challenge that, then send me your music. Let's see. But this guy right here is a force to be reckoned with. And I'm just so proud of him and happy I can call him my cousin. So no more introductions. We're about to get into this interview, okay? So please introduce yourself.
All right, my name is Sal, stage name DFG Sal. DFG stands for Destined for Greatness. You are what you claim.
You are what you claim. You are what you claim. Break that down for me. What does that mean?
When I say you are what you claim, it's like if you know you're great and you got to speak it upon your life, you got to do the things to be great.
Okay, so you actually have to put work behind whatever it means to be great to you.
You can't just talk. You got to go out and make something happen. It's just like Nike. Just do it.
Okay, I hear that. What does it mean? What is greatness to you?
Greatness to me is just becoming better than yourself, becoming better than, the person in the mirror. It's like the person in the mirror got all these demons because of the world that we live in, but if you think about the person in the mirror, there's greatness inside that person. A lot of people feel like it's nothing but negativity in this world, but you could be a light to the darkness.
For sure. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, just to start, like, can you give the people a little more insight on you? How did you get started and making music? What got you to this point?
Okay, so what started me was just pretty much I was just freestyling in the backseat to jazz tracks, 107.3 The Wave, one that happens to be one of my favorite stations. And I don't know, it just grew on me. Like as I listened to music as I grew up, I was like, it got to be more. Like, I get tired of hearing the BS. It's time for somebody that's going to step out and say something. So I started off as a Christian hip-hop rapper, and then, I was glorifying God. And I was like, I don't want to put myself in a box, so then I just started making all clean music.
Okay, all right. What did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to Curtis Blow, the Fantastic Five,
Wow.
Big Daddy Kane, Tupac, Eric B. and Rakim, the old cats, Nas, Pac, Biggie.
For sure. So those are the people that really influence
For
your
sure.
music and everything.
I got like an old soul, and then especially R&B, like New Edition, Babyface, stuff like that.
Okay, all right. That's pretty dope. Are you working on any new projects right now?
I actually am working on a project called DFG. You already know what that means. Pretty much, I got several songs. The thing as an artist is so hard though. The more you write, sometimes you always outdo yourself. I compete with myself. Like, I'll be like, okay, I know that was hot, but I know I can make something even hotter. You feel me? Then when I make that, I want to throw that song to the side and be like, okay, I'm gonna leave that song alone and focus on this one. So that's what's the problem. Like, a lot of people like, yo, you ain't dropped the project. You've been dropping singles and stuff. It's like, well, cut my brain off.
Right. So wait, but what is the hold up on a project? Because I personally, I feel like singles are like such a tease.
Yeah,
like,
it really is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to see a body of work.
Yeah.
You know, so you know.
The thing is, like, as an artist, I love being an artist, but recently I've been tapping more into the songwriting thing. I've been having different artists asking me to write for them and stuff, so I've been putting more attention into that.
Okay, so more so of the songwriting, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I know, like in the music industry, like you know, I've been studying the music industry. It's definitely always been a passion of mine since a little girl. And I do know, like, songwriters, people behind the scenes that make a lot of money. A lot of times they make most of the money.
I know, right?
Is that like a lane or a plan you have for your future? Like, is that where you see yourself going?
Honestly, yeah. Like, I recently just made an investment through Sony BMG. Pretty much, I got a beat package, several artists that's looking for songwriters and hooks and co-writers and stuff like that.
Wow.
So I'm actually like working behind the scenes right now, trying to get into that lane because I love doing music. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes it gets like, all right, that's cool. I like the spotlight, but I want to be behind the scenes.
Right. Okay. So you said just right now you have a partnership deal with Sony BMG?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, and Sony is running it too.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like owning music,
Yeah,
things like
they
that.
don't try to do me like Michael Jackson.
Oh my gosh, I hope not. Seriously, right? That's
Y'all know what happened to him,
something
right?
to think about. I was listening to an interview earlier, and I heard a little bit about like what happened. Do you think, basically, because Michael Jackson owned like half of, you know, like their catalog. They had music from the Beatles, like things like that. You know, like major artists.
But see, the problem is this, like African American itself, when it comes to these bigger corporations and stuff, they don't want us to have power. You see how many individuals in this world that have tried to own NBC, like Bill Cosby. Now he's 80 years old in jail, talking about it wasn't the button pop. Like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't even have to do that, but that's because they don't want to see a black man on top. It's like you only can program your mind to make as much money as you want to make, but when you get to that certain level, it's like, oh, heck no, I got some competition. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So it almost seems like they're like, hey, well, you can be this successful, right?
Yes.
Because you're making us money, but you ain't about to be thinking you about to be like great. It's a cap on what we gonna let you get.
Yes, because we gonna change the culture. You got to think about all the people who have came before these people. You know, you got to think about like Elvis, for instance. Elvis didn't write that Hound Dog song. It was a lady named Mama something, but don't nobody know that. They think it was Elvis, but that's a white man, and you know, and they even showed him from the top and not the waist down because he was dancing like a black man.
Wow.
They still are culture. You know what I'm saying? And then they conform it. And then when we try to take our stuff back, it's like, oh, heck no, I don't know what you think you're doing. We already here now.
Right. I kind of feel like, and this has been like a debate this whole week. And you know who you are, who I've been debating with this whole entire week about the NFL. Because I kind of think the NFL and the music industry are kind of one and the same in the way things are going.
True.
The way
Sports, period.
Exactly. The way they're, you know, they'll use our black players and put us on the field and things like that. And exactly. And work our bodies and this, that, and the other. But you know what I mean? It's really no justice for us, and I just think that's a problem.
Right.
What do you What do you think about the Jay-Z situation, partnering with the NFL?
Ooh, honestly, I mean, I don't know, man. Is Kaepernick gonna get a job in the process of this? Like, that's the question. It's like, okay, this man that took a knee because he believed in something bigger than himself, you know? Because if you stand for something, you won't just fall for anything.
Right.
So I feel like if Jay-Z is going to partner, then at least I hope he's giving back to the blacker community, you know what I'm saying? Because it's about everybody, but it's like, don't forget about your people.
Right,
Because you came from the hard knock life. We heard it in your songs, you know what I'm saying? So don't forget about it just because you got millions now, because you the match will be.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree with you completely. I feel like Jay is going to do the right thing by his people. He has so far. I don't see why he would change it now. I don't see how it could benefit him changing it.
Yeah,
so I honestly feel like, you know, he'll continue to do the right thing. Mm-hmm. As far as Kaepernick getting a job, is it really necessary for him to be back in the NFL at this point?
Man, that man did get a heck of a settlement. It was like $135 million. I was like,
okay, so he did get something from that.
But football was his passion, though. Mm-hmm. My thing is, why should I have to stop doing what I love to do just because you want me to meet your standards?
Right.
Like, I understand you paying me, but I feel like long as I go out on the field and I do what I'm being paid for, there should be no discrepancies.
Period. Yeah, I agree with that. I think he's past the point. He's made a decision. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, he had to sacrifice something that he truly loves and wants. But I think it's for a reason, and I think he's going to go down in history books.
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
I think, you know, my children and my great-grandchildren, I think all of our kids are going to read about him and Black history.
Take a knee. Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you know what I mean? And I truly think he sparked the person's mind that's going to make a change. Like how Tupac says, you know what I mean? I may not be the person to change the world, but I will
make some change within somebody.
So I don't think it was all for nothing. It's unfortunate that, you know, it has to be this way, but, you know, hey, he's a legend for that, in my opinion. So I think that's dope. Okay, so wow, so it's right now you're focusing on songwriting. Not a project coming anytime soon. Right now, you like?
The thing is, a project might be coming soon.
Okay, all right.
I got music videos and everything. I ain't even released yet. Like, I shot a video in Vegas. Actually, I just left from California in May.
Wow.
I had a meet with Warner Brothers. They told me they wanted me to write for Bad Baby. The little girl was like, "Catch Me Outside."
Yeah.
And they sent me some beats, you know, and all that. But my thing is, you can't just jump to every opportunity that come to you. Like,
this is true.
They didn't even give me a contract or nothing. They just like, well, record the song and then send the reference track. And I was like, no, I don't have nothing.
Oh no, wait.
What I look like doing that?
And no contract or nothing.
No contract or nothing.
That sounds like
what do you
some
think
straight trash. That don't even sound right. That's stupid.
It's stupid.
I'm so happy that you have the mind. Like,
I know, right?
I know my worth. You're not about to get
give me something.
Yeah, like wait a minute, and then not for Bad Baby.
Out of all
is that her name, Bad Baby? Yeah. Whatever her name is. Listen, she better hit the road.
I know,
Jack.
right, man?
Yeah, that sounds crazy. How does one get to the point where you have a Sony looking at you? Like, that's really major. I don't think people truly understand. Like,
I think it's pretty much hard work for real. I mean, I've been independent my whole life. I've tried to have managers and stuff, but they never met the standards. Like, when you're doing more than a person, you know, that's supposed to be on your team, that says a lot. It shows that a person don't have that same work ethic. You need people with the same drive as you.
Right.
If I'm about to hop in the car and go 120, you need to jump in the car and jump 122. Really, I'm not saying we gonna crash, but I'm just saying you better put in that same energy.
If we do, then it better be you better be with me.
Exactly.
Don't leave me hanging.
I ride, you ride.
Yeah.
It's like that interview. It's like if I shoot, then he gonna shoot. But it's like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? If I ride, you gonna ride.
Period.
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this because I love you. We've been together since we was in diapers, but I don't know if I'm shooting. I'm just saying. And you know what? I damn sure ain't staying if I hear shooting. I can promise you that, cuz you know I'm not staying if I hear some shooting. I'm out the door, okay? I don't play those games. Okay, but no, but I feel you. That makes me think, How important is it to have a good team? And do you have a team
Man,
with you?
honestly,
like,
man,
are you building a team?
I'm trying to build a team. I've been trying to. It's a lot of people in this life that has came across me in certain times. Like, yo, I want to do work with you, but I feel like it wasn't the time. It's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes you don't be ready. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you still working yourself. You know, trying to figure out who it is that you need to be, whether as an artist or an individual. And me, I finally became that person who I know I need to be. I know I want to write. I got songs. I got hella songs. You know, I could drop a project, but I don't want to just do it prematurely.
Right.
I has to plot, plan, then strategize. And then when I finally drop it, it's like, oh shit, that man done put forth, you know, the best foot forward.
Absolutely. So, I mean, well, a team is important then in that case.
Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, you thinking about marketing, advertising, all that. Like, back in 2017, I dropped a song called Gusto. Gusto took me to the BET Awards.
Wow. Talk a little bit about that experience.
Okay,
too.
so you know, the BET experience, that's what it was. I had actually, it's so crazy. I dropped a song called Gusto prematurely, and then I just was like, yo, man, to dancers, random dancers I saw who was following me. I'm like, yo, man, I think y'all should dance to this. I'm giving away a certain amount of money.
Right.
That's another thing. You know, you gotta sell yourself. The best marketing is when you make the people feel like they're a part of it. If you see somebody out there and they doing something that coincides with what it is that you're doing, you need to get them involved.
Network.
Exactly. Your network is your network. You feel me?
There you go. Okay,
Exactly.
now that's facts
and
right there.
that's what happened. I was reaching out to different individuals who was popping, coming up and coming comedians, Mr. Bankshot, Jasmine Carter, a lot of dope individuals like dancers, Aspect, Xavier, Ayo, Teo, and they all responded and danced to my song. And I put it on Instagram. And if you go on my page now, you will see I deleted the videos, not for the fact that, you know, I felt some type of way about it, because it was a blessing. But it's just the season is over with. But then again, don't ever think your season is over, because Fetty Wap dropped Trap Queen 3 years ago when he did drop it, and then didn't blow up to 3 years later.
Right, okay. Wow. And Fetty Wap was out of here.
Yes,
now
man.
he really out of here.
Man,
I mean, like really.
I love Fetty Wap chicks.
No, I mean, I
lie.
don't hear no more Fetty Wap. It's out of here for real.
Hey, but them jalapeno Fetty Wap chips good though.
Listen, wait a minute. Shout out to Fetty Wap, because listen, I definitely was. What is it? Trap Queen, Trap Girl.
You're my trap queen.
Whatever it was, I was definitely playing it. I'm not gonna front like I was listening to Fetty Wap, but he out of here now.
Right, yeah, he is.
Until he drops some more music.
Yeah.
But okay, so and one thing about Fetty Wap too, like he was consistent.
He was, but
with
you know
his
what though?
songwriting, things like that.
One thing I noticed about a lot of artists, they begin to have a wave of themselves, and then other people try to jump on that wave, and sometimes when you get to a certain point and you get people who you never even assumed that you will even get this far to get on, you get intimidated. A lot of artists get intimidated by other artists. Because I noticed, be honest, and you know, like I know, when Drake hopped on that Once You Come My Way remix, after that was over with.
Yeah.
I ain't never, bruh, Drake made that man step down. I don't know why. I don't know how.
So you feel like him having Drake on that song didn't help him? You feel like
it hurt him more than it helped him.
But
honestly.
do you feel like he would have been as
popular.
Successful though? As popular if Drake didn't jump on that? Come on now.
You gotta think when he's dropped
Fetty Wap, Drake. You know what I mean?
Drake has been hot for years.
Drake is hot.
Years. He ain't stopped being hot. But I mean, I just feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like most artists, they get a certain artist on their track and then they done for it. I don't know if it's because they got too comfortable after that and it's like, oh, I got another platinum hit, you know, because, I mean, you got to think MC Hammer dropped Can't Touch This. And then he brought the whole neighborhood on the stage with him. Spent millions, went bankrupt. Then you got people like, you know, Fetty Wap now. I don't know, but he did bring his dude Money out with him. And Money couldn't rap a lick. But that's his dog. You feel me? It's like I'm gonna put those on who put on for me. Right. Yeah, but like at the end of the day though, I feel like a lot of artists do get intimidated. I've seen it at shows that I do. Like you go out and you see artists and be like, yeah, I support you. Then they start acting certain type of different.
Once you get to a certain level. Ooh.
That's in the barber industry too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. We have Yams in the building. Okay, so I just met Yams. Okay, but let me tell you something. She is a female barber. she's dope. Already when she came in, you know, people like, oh, you know, so she's dope. Yeah, say what's up to the people.
What's up, y'all? Yams did it. Yams did it here, coldest female barber in the city. If you ain't following me, you're not catching the wave, catching on.
Right.
Okay, now listen, Cleveland. I'm trying to tell y'all. I love my city. I love where I'm from, born and raised. Okay, my mission is to continue to put our city on and put artists and put professionals and entrepreneurs and business owners, our people. I'm going to put our people on. That's what I want to do. You hear me? I'm going to put myself on, and I'm going to put our people on, and that's how it has to be. Listen, guys, representation is so important. Representation is so important. And like I said last week, I don't care what you do. I don't care where you work. I don't care if you're in corporate America or not, or if you're just doing your own thing. Representation is important. We have to support each other. We got to be here for each other. We got to lift each other up, or it's never going to change. So that's what I'm saying. This is my life mission. It's happening. I love hip hop, and I'm going to do it through the music, because music is the culture. Everyone knows, everyone loves our culture. Everything that happens in the world is come on now. Everybody goes to our culture. We got Goofy Donald Trump. He talking about when he was talking about free ASAP. Everybody always want to bring up our culture and what we have going on. So that should say a lot to you. People learn a lot through music, and so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get off my rant, my rant, but yeah, that just something to think about. I just want y'all to know. Back to it. So, okay. Right now, we just got into when you get to a certain level, right? People are with you, right?
Yes.
Until they feel like you're doing better than them,
Yes.
right? And that's all perception, right?
Under them.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's all perception, right?
Yes.
Because
Agreed.
success is whatever you think success is. And
It is.
listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a surgeon. That's not. So what would I look like hating on a surgeon and being, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
If that's not what
you
I do.
Exactly.
I stay in my lane, and I'm going to shine my light, because don't nobody else have my light, just like I don't have nobody else's light, right? I hear that a lot when I talk to artists, especially in the city. Do you think that that's something that just happens within your city, like your city don't show you love?
I think it's, you gotta think, I done been to places, I done shows, like I was out in Vegas. I left Cali and went to Vegas. When I was in Cali, I performed on Rodeo. I performed at Venice Beach. Performed in Venice Beach. A whole crowd didn't even know me, showed me more support than I've ever got shown in my city in Cleveland.
Wow.
I was in Vegas. I performed down in Fremont where all the crazies be and stuff. A vendor let me grab his microphone and perform my song. Like, we don't get that in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I ain't gonna say it's hate, but it's a bunch of people want to jump on top of the next man. Like, you got this man, got this little wave. It's like, no, fuck that. Here I come. Boom. No, fuck that. I don't want to hear you no more. Boom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. We all got levels that we have to be on, but different levels bring different devils.
Right.
Crabs in the barrel.
Like Q Money, for instance. You gotta think about Q Money. Q Money was hot, man. I'm talking about. But look at him now, dude in jail.
I like Q Money's music too.
I know,
really
I like
did.
his music too, but I'm saying, like, the person that he supposedly, you know what I'm saying, ran into it, just so happened to be doing music too. So it's like, okay, we all get this certain spotlight, but everybody got different lights to show.
Right.
You got some people that's just lights all over like a Batman signal, and then you got some people that just got a light, but it's not so lit, but it's on its way to being lit.
Right.
But they want to get caught up in that next man's
Potential.
spotlight that they forget about their own light.
Wow. So wait. So instead of perfecting your light and just doing what you need to do,
Yes.
staying consistent, right? Staying on your
Yeah.
grind and making it happen for yourself, you feel like people get caught up in other people's
Yes.
shenanigans or whatever.
Exactly.
Whatever
They
have
get
you.
caught up and they forget about who they are at the end of the day. And then that's when you got people start making music that don't even describe who they truly are. They start saying things. They start being different. It's like, if you come in the game being yourself, people gonna accept you as yourself. When you come in the game and you being somebody you not, when you start being real, people not gonna take you serious.
Got it. Okay, because they don't know who you really are.
Exactly.
Really. Okay. Have you personally felt that from people in our city, like feeling like once you got to a certain point, some people started treating you different that you never expected to be like that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've had people that I've came across, you know, in life, and I was like, okay, well, I see the type of business you're doing. But one thing I noticed, like, it's a man, for instance. This dude, we the complete opposite. I'm from the streets of East Cleveland, but I'm not street at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't no street guy. I don't want to be street. That's another statistic out there. That's what they expect us to be. You feel me? But I do know people that's in the streets and the stuff, and they respect me just based alone about the energy that I present, you know?
Right.
But I noticed that when it's time to do business, they start being kind of anti-distant from me, as if my energy is too big for them. And then they start dealing with people who's not even in the same realm that I am.
Really? So it's kind of almost like an intimidation type of situation. That's crazy. So then how do you like know who to trust at that point then? Like in the music industry,
it's
right?
really hard for real. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to have your own discernment in this life. Like you got to be able to separate what's real from the fake.
Right. Absolutely.
It's like paper or plastic. You know what a brown paper bag feel like.
Right. This is true. So do you feel like if you're trying to be an artist in Cleveland, that it's best to leave Cleveland? Or do you feel like we can actually have an artist blow up out of Cleveland? Because that's what I want to see.
I feel like this. We can make it anywhere. You can make it anywhere. You don't have to go to Atlanta, because that seems to be the surefire way.
I hear that so much, though, that you have to leave Cleveland.
You know, but, I mean, you can leave, but if you make it in your city, you can make it anywhere, you know.
Period.
But if you make it in another city, that lets you know that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you do got to leave. You got to think, LeBron James was a dog in Cleveland. But when he went to Miami, he was a dog's dog. You know what I'm saying? He was two dogs in one. He wasn't just one. The man got rings and everything. Not saying he ain't have the chance to get a ring in Cleveland, which he really didn't, but the way he played, he poured his heart out. But when he went to Miami, he poured his heart, mind, body, and soul out.
Wow.
Came back with 2 rings, and then that prepared him enough to bring a ring back to Cleveland for the first time in 52 years.
Right. Wow. That's deep. That's crazy. So sometimes you need certain stepping stones to get to your ultimately what you need to accomplish and what you need to do. Because he needed to get that ring, that championship of Cleveland. We needed that for sure.
Yes, we did.
So it just took certain steps.
It put us on top. Now we got people like
sure.
Odell Beckham trying to come to Cleveland. Like, I didn't see that coming. Like, Odell Beckham, like, dude, you've been playing for the Giants all these years, and now you want to play with Cleveland? Like, what?
Oh, cause he know it's lit here.
Yeah, he know it's lit.
I think he want to make Cleveland his own. I think he wanted. So. I definitely think he probably asked Brian if it was cool, if he, you
Brian
know, when he come here, they probably talk.
Man.
You know, they cool. And came and made it happen.
So he could turn up for the city.
Right. Do you think he'll take us to the Super Bowl?
I mean, the question is, do I think he'll take us to the Super Bowl? But you got to think, LeBron took us to the championship, but he couldn't do it alone. He needed a team. If Kyrie would have made that shot when they was down 3-1 and it was in that finals, there was no way LeBron would have been able to do that Superman slap on the backboard of the ball to get the rebound. There was no way. So will he do it by himself? No. But if the team get together and they put in the same effort, then we can win.
Okay, definitely, and
that brings us
football
back to
is a team sport. I hear. Okay, so yeah, for sure. But we definitely have the potential to make it happen now.
Heck yeah, man, what?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, shoot. What do you think about artists making songs for like athletes and sports players? Have you ever considered that? I've never heard a song for like the Cleveland Browns or anything. Man. Well, I don't think people wanted to make songs about the Cleveland Browns, but they might now. They might now.
I was presented with an opportunity though when Terry Rozier played for Boston Celtics to make a song for him. They wanted me to remake the Adidas campaign song from Run DMC, the remake and stuff. I wrote a whole song, but I mean, they didn't go through with it and stuff. I never even got to pitch it or anything, but it was an opportunity. That's a big thing. You gotta think about it. I like Sports Nation, ESPN, so when I'm going on there and then you hear your song, it's like it's a bigger feeling than just the radio in your city. You know what I'm saying? Because now you worldwide. It's not just one 1,000 people listen to you, it's millions of listeners.
That's crazy. You got to be prepared for that, right?
I'm ready.
I know that's right. Period.
Yeah.
For real.
Straight
Get
up.
it out of here. For real. I think that took Wiz Khalifa to the next level. Him
Man,
doing
that Black
for
and
his
Yellow?
city.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, man.
And
That
then
song was
when you got other football teams playing your song and stuff like that.
Agreed. And you gotta think the only song that we really had in our city that really put us on, you gotta think Rick Flames made Johnny Manziel in my city when Johnny Manziel came out.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, Al Fats. LeBron supported him when he made out and came down.
For sure, he was in the
Lil
video.
Craig was repping Kyrie Irving. So yes, it is, about who you put in. I feel like a lot of times though, like just because you mention somebody's name don't mean they gonna give you that same, you know what I'm saying, energy back. It's like, okay, thank you for the thought of it, but you're not about to get rich off me.
Yeah, but the song gotta be hot,
the song gotta
if
be
the
hot.
song
I mean,
is fire, people gonna definitely. You saying you rapping my name in the song, the song fire. Don't nobody care. People just want that,
I agree. They want that juice.
Okay, so all right then. Which sports team in Cleveland would you make a song for?
Watching baseball is like watching paint dry, so I don't think I can make a song about it. Probably basketball. I love basketball.
Okay.
Like, it's just something about like going to the hole. Like it's so many references that you can use about basketball. You know what I'm saying? You taking off. You going? Oh, I'm taking off like a rocket. I hear that a lot of times. It's a metaphor.
Right.
And rapper songs. So it's just so many things. I'm getting green like Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it's just so many different things that you could say. That's you know what I'm saying.
You
like
can put it together with the basketball.
Exactly.
Everybody love basketball too.
Exactly.
Did you used to play growing up?
Actually, I can't dribble.
216 The Movement. Okay. We'll be here every single Thursday from 6 to 8 o'clock. Right now, I have Saul in the building. Do you like to say your full name?
No.
Is that what you go by?
No, I go by DFG Saul. Saul is just my name for short. I know there's a lot of people get it wrong. Like, for instance, I was somewhere yesterday and it was like, what's your name? My name is Salman, but it's the Arabic spelling. So you don't see a black man with an Arabic spelling name. You're like, what the hell? Salman. So he was like, no, that's not my name. So then I was like, oh, okay, y'all got jokes. So I'm going to just shorten my name.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And I'm here with Yams as well. Yams, put your mic down a little bit.
Oh.
Okay, that's better.
That's
okay,
better.
I see you. Yes, I do. And can you introduce yourself for the people, please?
Yes, well, I'm Yams. I go by Yams Did It. I'm a Cleveland barber, one of the hottest female barbers in the city. Yams is abbreviated for You're Amazing. It comes from my little sister that passed in 2016. And it was like when my little sister died, Yams Did It was born. So
wow,
that's
okay,
a
strong brand.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You are amazing.
You said your sister died when you were 16.
No, in 2016 she passed away January 5th.
Wow. Okay. Man, so that's definitely probably a motivation and an inspiration for you to keep it going.
Absolutely. Like when I hear my name, it's like it gives me goosebumps every time I hear Yams because it reminds me of my little sister, of course.
Wow.
So it just gives me that burn and desire and that why every day I get up and I go in the shop and plug in.
Absolutely. Okay. And what got you started cutting hair? Like what got you doing that? Like were you trying to experiment with your own hair when you were younger? Like how did you find that to be your passion?
Actually, it was just so random. Like I had a full-time job and one day I was like, man, I'm tired of working. So, I walked off the job cold turkey. I quit. Yeah, I walked off the job cold turkey, but what I wasn't prepared for was what it was going to bring me walking off the job cold turkey.
Yeah, let's talk about that for people that think they want to walk off today.
And so, it brought a nice amount of trials and tribulations, which I appreciate today, though. But I had got to my lowest period in life where I was trying to find myself. I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know what to do. And so, by the grace of God, I came across these clippers.
Wow.
And I found them in the basement of an apartment that I just had got. Came to find out that the owner was a barber. He owned a barber shop and everything. And
That's
so, you know, I was
crazy.
broke. I was looking for some shit to sell for real.
For real.
But I came across these clippers, and you know, one of my friends came over, and we were just talking. He was like, "Man, I just got a tool with my barber, man. Now he won't cut me," you know. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Ding, ding, ding."
Right. Money
And
time.
so, you know, he just was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get a cut." I'm like, "Well, how much you pay me?" He was like, "I paid 10." At the time, to me, that was like, you know, a lot of money. Like 10.
Oh my
Yeah, I'll
gosh.
cut you.
Right.
And so, I started cutting them, and then it was like every Friday after work, he started coming over, and it was like every time it just was bringing more and more people.
Wow.
And then it was just like my house turned into a trap house for haircuts.
Wow.
And so it just went up from there. And then when I really started paying attention to the type of money that I was making, I was like, wow, I gotta, you know, kind of look into this and see where I can go. And so I looked into going to barber school, the Barberia. And I started school. That was my birthday gift to myself. Started school December 14th, 2014. I signed up, and then I started like that January 2015. And so it just happened just like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Walked into your destiny.
Yep.
Wait,
And
so what job did you walk out of? I have to know.
I was a collector.
You were a collect. Well,
I was the one that was calling you.
Heck, you know.
Yeah, I had headaches every day. I was the one that was calling you like, hey, like, yo, we gonna come get your car if you gonna make these payments. Like it was shrewd collections.
Okay, you probably wanted to be bought cursed out before.
Probably, and I probably called back like, listen, man, we can figure this out.
Put you on the block list. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when we were on break, we just started talking a little bit. I mean, basically today we've been discussing starting from the bottom of your city, you know, following your dreams, following your passion, and just building up your own business,
Right.
building a name for yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just talking a little bit about, you know, should you leave your city? Should you stay in your city? How the city decides who they're going to support or not. Basically, how do you gain respect in your city? Like, that's, you know, that's my question. How do you gain respect in your city? And so you said a little bit that made sense to me. I want you to speak on that a little bit. Basically, like how it could be kind of cliquey a little bit in the city. If you're not, you know, within certain groups, then, you know, they'll shut you out or try to stop you from, you know, progressing in what you want to do.
I agree. I notice it's a lot of individuals in the game, like in Cleveland. It's from people that's done it in the past and people that are doing it now. Like, for instance, like a Ray Jr., for instance. Ray Jr. is a dope individual, but he's older. We all know that, you know what I'm saying? You got these younger cats coming in the game right now. Now, I noticed Ray Jr. would give a certain level of respect to certain people, but then he get to certain people who he never touched bases with before, and then he act a certain type of way. Like, you might charge this artist a good price, you know, fair, you know what I'm saying, but then you taxing this person over here.
Right.
Just because of the talent, but it's like, the talent should not matter, you know, at the end of the day, it's the work. If I see that you're working and you're going to apply yourself the same way I apply myself, like for instance, if Yams, for instance, somebody want to do a joint haircut project with her, you know what I'm saying? If I know that you're going to put in the same effort, you know what I'm saying, so we can get further with this, then I want to do business with you.
Right.
I don't want to shut you out and just take your money and just put some half-ass shit down, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but so tell me this though, because some people you just may not feel they're that talented. You may just not want to work with them.
Right.
So I mean, you know, how do we distinguish the two? Because if I don't want to work with someone, I just won't work with them, right?
That's
and
right.
and it don't mean I'm hating on you. It don't mean I don't want the best for you, or I don't think you'll be successful. It's just
agree.
for some reason I don't want to work with you.
Honestly,
personally.
I've worked with people that I dislike.
Right.
Because,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell you why, and it's a really good reason. Because at the end of the day, you have to put personal feelings and things aside to obtain a goal, or you know what I mean. Because sometimes, like for instance, you know, doing something like giving back or homeless or something like that.
Okay.
You know, I did a give back for homeless people, and one of the barbers that was there, it's not a person that I dislike. We just really never,
Meshed with each other.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We really
Right.
never hung around same circle or anything like that. I mean, I really didn't have a problem with it, but because I know that certain things were said about me from this person,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
It was like, I had to put that aside and, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and do what I had to do, because at the end of the day, it was serving a good purpose.
Right. See,
You know
but
what I mean? I don't want to miss my
that's different,
opportunity.
though. I think
Yeah.
that's great. You were doing something for the community. You
Right.
were, you know what I mean? You were doing something for people that are less fortunate than you.
Right.
But it's not like you had to go in business with this person.
Yeah,
I'm talking
right,
about
right.
what if you have to do a song with somebody or cut hair in the same shop as somebody? Like, do you think it's a such thing as watering down your brand or not even just that, like changing or bending your integrity about what you believe in?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just to work with somebody that really don't F with you like that.
Right.
You
You do outgrow people. You do outgrow people.
All right.
And, I feel like once you've put so much work into a brand or to a certain space, if we're like vinegar and oil, I'm still going, it's nothing that can really move what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I don't let it, really affect me.
It's not going to stop your show.
You know what I mean? So it's
Okay.
not going to stop my show. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I'm big on. You know what I mean? I'm very strong about my brand. So I try to make sure that nothing gets in between that.
Right.
And so when it comes to working with people that I don't fuck with and I know you don't fuck with me, well, I'm going to really make you fuck with me because of my hard work and dedication. So
Right.
eventually you're not going to have no choice.
Can't ignore it.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like that's the problem. The problem is sometimes you gotta just keep going until you don't have to introduce yourself no more.
Okay.
A lot of
Absolutely.
times we come in the game, we want to be at top. We want to be able to sit in VIP. We want to be able, but you gotta crawl before you walk, and you gotta run before you can fly. At the end of the day, so it's like you want to be here, but you gotta put in that work. That same person that might be looking down on you right now, at one point in time they was in your same shoes. You know what I'm saying? Now they in a higher position. Maybe it's not that they're hating on you or they don't want to see you be great. It's just I want to see you do it for yourself.
Right.
Then I will appreciate it even more because it's like, okay, this person took the time out, of their day to do what they need to do for themselves instead of trying to leech off of me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that that's something that certain artists in the city may feel? Do you think that some people may feel like, nah, you got to keep proving yourself before I do something with you, because you're not about to just try to take from my fan base? Do you think that it could be a part of what they might be thinking?
I think that definitely
sure.
could be a part of it.
I mean, because you have to know who's serious and who's not.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got people that spend hundreds of dollars on videographers and stuff to shoot videos. I'm talking about, I was on a song with Ezzy before.
Okay.
Ezzy, Ezzy who was on
Ezzy,
Empire. Me, him, and this cat named Nazi. I wrote the song. Now, this is what I mean. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. The level of respect and the level of disrespect. You got some people who will do a song with somebody, but then this person, maybe they had a better verse than the person that was hotter than them. So they take them off the song.
Oh,
or they might
Right.
even promote the song. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, are you saying that happened?
That happened to me. I
So
got
I know
your
a few
verse,
people that
who was
happened
your
to.
verse better than? Was it better than Ezzy's?
Yes.
Let's talk. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk
Yeah,
about
it was called IG. I remember I wrote it.
Okay, so you feel like your verse was
Yeah.
the best verse on the song?
It was,
like
and
you
it
feel
got
like you
taken
was spitting
off.
that fire, which you
Yeah.
should feel like that about yourself. You're an artist, but you feel like your verse was taken off because of that?
It was disrespectful to me because, to honest, it was a young man. His name Nazi, and they hard. Him Legend, you know what I'm saying? They got the MVME group name. They hard. They dance. They got the song Move That. It's my young boy. We used to go to the Word Church. But the thing is, he heard a song of mine,
The Word
and
Church.
he was like, yo man, can I get that? I'm like, well, I like this song, so let me get on my own song. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
So I get on my song. I lay the verse. I don't know if it was a business move on Ezzy's end. Like, well, I know you, but I don't know this cat. You feel me?
Right.
Let's take him off. You know what I'm saying? But it was my song to begin with. So it's like, how do you take somebody off their own song?
Now wait a minute, that's different. That sound like like they just took your song from under your feet.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That don't sound right.
That's something similar to like Peter Artist. You know,
Yeah.
you had that movie The Morning After.
Mm-mm.
And
The whole Riff Lanes thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It
Okay,
happens. That
what
happens
happened
in
with
our
that?
city.
let's get it.
I think pretty
get
much
the details.
let me guess. Peter Artist did the song Morning After with Riff Lanes.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. Now, Rick Flames and Peter Artist is both from the same city.
Got
They
it.
both got the same level of respect. They
They're
both
both
got the
from
same
Cleveland,
level
right?
of talent. Exactly.
Okay.
But what he did was he took Rick Flames' verse off and put Wale on instead.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? But Rick
Okay.
Flames got the same level of popularity that you got. See, that's the thing. We always looking for the big shot. You know what I'm saying? To jump on with the big shot. But we can make ourselves hot together. You know what I'm saying? We want to, you got Q Money. Okay, so now you got Q Money. Now Q Money like, okay, I'm hot. But see, you hot though. But now the next person want to come on. They're like, I want to get on with Q Money because Q Money is hot. So let me jump on his wave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not your time.
Right.
Okay, but so if you were in their shoes and it was a major artist featured on your song and they like, nah, the other person on that song whack, I don't want them on the song. Take them off and I'll be on the song. Will you do the same thing if you try and get the shot? Because at the end of the day, it's a music business.
It is
right?
business,
Right.
you know. It's business, but a lot
Sometimes
of
we can't take everything so personal.
Yeah,
You have to
personal.
understand this is a job. Like
Yeah.
this, if you say you're going to be an
I think
artist,
it's the deliverance.
A job.
yeah, it is the deliverance.
I think it's the deliverance
miscommunication,
of
too.
like when you do something like that. Far as have you notified everybody on the song that this is the change that's going to be done?
Is
Okay.
that's the
And
thing.
Do you think that you
For
should
business
deliver that,
opportunity,
or
or-
do you think that your people should deliver it? Like, because if you have a manager,
Like,
should your
far as-
manager let them know? Like, yeah,
Right,
you
right.
on the song, bro.
Or should you just change it and then when niggas hear it, they like, man, hold on.
Right.
No, that's fact. No, that's fact. And that's what happened. I heard the song and I ain't hear my verse. I'm like, what happened? Like, this was my
Right, like
song.
you about to sing your shit, you like,
wait, okay, wait a minute.
I ain't
Hey,
signed up for that.
wait, so y'all recorded a song.
Yes.
You playing the song. You like, man, this raw, this dope.
Yeah.
Every
He was
verse on
like,
it
he was
dope.
like, Ezzy about to send his verse. So then when he sent the song, I'm like, okay. So then I'm listening to
Hype.
it. I'm like, okay, my verse supposed to come after this.
So you was ready to rap your verse. Did you start rapping it?
They
And
gonna rap
then
it,
the
did
song was
Ezzy.
different.
Come on now.
like, hold on, this ain't me. Let's come after this.
What the fuck is this?
That's not cool. Man.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Really fast though. Speaking of Ray Jr., since we did mention him, Ray Jr., if you watching this, I want to interview you. A few years ago, I used to work at Speedway, and this is when I used to be rapping, like just on my rap and stuff
she's
or
a
whatever,
beast.
right? So a couple of people in the city was like, all right, Ray Cash, let's do a song together. He was sending me instrumentals. I never did it, never wrote to any of it.
Okay.
Ray Jr., he got me in the studio. We would be riding around in his
stuff.
car
Mhm.
and listening to beats and things like that. I remember he was talking about my name. My name is too soft, this, that, and the other, whatever.
Oh.
Dude, I'm not changing my name, so whatever.
Exactly
Right.
right.
But I recorded a song, like he had me in the studio, and one thing I can say about him is he is consistently in
You about
the
his work,
studio.
exactly.
They were in the studio all the time. I'm like, you know
This
what I
is
mean?
real life.
Yeah, like they really in the
Right.
studio for real. It's not slow poking like how I'm used to. I write when I feel it, or
Right.
it wasn't that type of situation. So I did my verse, I did my song, and everything like that, and it ended up not working out for us to continue to work
Wow.
together. You know what I mean? Which is cool. Everything happens for a reason. But you know, it just is what it is. But Ray, if you watch this, or whoever is watching this, if you just send this to him or whatever, I'm sure I'll catch you. Let's do an interview. Let's talk about some things. Yeah, for sure. So that's that.
How about the movie?
I didn't see the movie.
You didn't see the movie?
I did not see the movie.
I saw the movie, and it was cool.
Was it?
I can honestly say that it felt good to see somebody from our city, to know where they came from, to be up on the fucking big screens.
Right.
That was amazing. Like, it really wasn't about the flaws or how the movie was or nothing like that. It was just the whole feeling of him bringing everybody from the city. Like, if you had a name, you definitely was there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dope. Mhm.
And so that to me, it was just like, that's raw. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You paving a way for people to see it in a bigger picture. You know what I mean? I had my little 5 seconds of fame. You know, I actually cut at the It's Personal event. where they had his personal boot camp.
Okay.
So they did a video, and that video he actually showed before the movie.
Wow.
And so,
That's
you know,
dope. Okay,
yeah, it
that's
was like,
dope.
and it sent chills through my spine because it was like, damn, I see myself on a big screen. So
Right.
you never know where that can lead to.
That's
That could be the
inspiration right
beginning
there.
of my new career as far as broadcasting or anything. So,
Right.
you know, it was just
that's
like,
dope. I have to check it out.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten around to it, but I'm definitely gonna watch that for sure.
And then he had people in Atlanta. They shot it in showed it in Atlanta, LA.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So, you know, to see him go state to state with
Right.
it. You know, we still have people from our land go down there to still support each and every
sure.
opening. You know what I mean? I
For
think that's
sure.
amazing.
That's dope for real.
And that's really what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? People actually moving and moving, talking to talk, and walking to walk, because you got a lot of people that talk a lot of stuff and they're not doing anything.
This is very true. This is very true.
For sure.
Well, none of us in this room are those people.
Absolutely not.
We're going to do everything we said we're going to do.
Even if it's for 10 years, I'm just playing.
For sure. No, we never. However long it takes,
though.
the grind never stops. So I want you to really fast. Let's talk about what is your favorite song you've done to date, if you have one.
My favorite song I done today, it would be Gusto. I say Gusto because Gusto was my first song that actually gave me a little bit of an influence. And what I mean by influence, I noticed I never been to a point that I can play a song and it can get played anywhere than just the church, just the church. But when I seen them playing in the grog shop, and I didn't even know none of the DJs or nothing, and I'm getting emails and messages on Instagram like, yo man, where you at? I just heard your song playing in the club.
Momentum, yeah.
It's like, what the hell? I ain't seen my song to nobody. How they know? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wow.
That's a good feeling, knowing that you actually doing something. See, it's a lot of people, like you said, they know that they're great, but they scared of that greatness. They scared of making the right moves or taking those extra risks, you know what I'm saying, that extra length. Like me, I only took $3, and I was promoting it on Instagram.
And some people, they're scared that they won't have the support from people.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people
because you can have something, you can have an amazing idea and not even have the support for it. You know what I mean? Just because you're not in that circle that they want you to be in.
But,
you know what I mean?
But see, one thing I noticed, and I got to get back on this. If you're an artist, whatever it is that you do entertainment-wise, stay active.
For sure.
I don't care if it's if you feel like it's died down. What might die down to you can still be hot for the next person's ears. You feel me?
True.
Because everybody haven't got the chance to, unless you blow. You know what I'm saying? And you won't Billboard like Lil Nas consecutive. Then it's cool to move on to the next. But focus on that task. I feel like the problem is a lot of times we get so caught up in that one. We're like, okay, well it did this, or let me get on to the next one. But it's like everybody ain't got a chance to hear it yet.
Right.
You got people overseas, man, who's dying to hear new music, and you just so focused on spreading it to the, the
local,
basic, the local area. But it's so much more you can be expanded to.
Yeah, you gotta keep putting out that work, and it don't matter if you get one like, it don't matter if nobody see it.
That's facts.
It'll be one day where it just pop and it blow, and everybody go back to all your old work and start watching all of that stuff. So that's why I think it's important to record everything.
I agree. And one thing I noticed, I ain't been active on my Instagram. I got 16.8K followers now. All my videos then got thousands of views if you go on my page. But recently, if I post something, I get 200. I get 400. It's like, okay, now I got to work my way back up. Because I done pushed myself away so far. It's like, you never know who's checking for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of people, they get so comfortable and where they aren't, that they forget about, where they could be. And they focus about the people who's looking at them, who actually believes that they're going to be in that place that they see themselves being. So then they get so caught up in that, well, I don't see nobody at my shows. Oh, well, I don't see nobody coming in. But people watch. You know what I'm saying? We live in a type of world now where it's visual representation. Everybody is going off of what they see. If I see somebody wearing skinny jeans with a chain going on and, you know what I'm saying, like Chris Brown or somebody, I might go do it. Because Chris Brown just dropped this hot song with Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Right, he hot.
So therefore, I need to go do what he's doing because apparently I'm going to be hot too. But if you stop being active on that, then people going to forget about you.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so, my last question, and for both of you, what is something at this point in your life where you are in your journey? What's something that you would have told your younger self? Now, from the point you are at right now, what's something that you would have told your younger self?
I would say I would have told my younger self to get more connected within myself, because you go a great mile not even knowing who you are or anything, not connected spiritually or anything. And I'm 30 years old. I'm just now really realizing the laws of attraction and how the universe work and how you know what I mean, and like just self-education. And it's just I really wish I would have been a little bit more in tune with things when I was a little younger, you know what I mean? And
right.
Knowing how to block negativity and listen to my first instincts and you know what I mean, stuff like that. And so I would definitely say listen to myself and go with my first mind with a lot of things, because I missed so many opportunities just not listening and not being in tune and being distracted by all the bullshit.
Wow, that's real. Okay, listen to your intuition.
Amen.
What about you?
I would have told myself, don't be so quick to jump to everything. A lot of times we want to be at this place at this time, but that might not be the moment. You might get a basket full of something, but that don't mean everything in the basket belongs to you.
Okay, all right, I hear that discernment. Man, this has definitely been a great conversation. Like, I really enjoyed this conversation with y'all for sure. A lot of insight, a lot of things for me to think about personally. Like, on my way home, I'll be thinking about this and just so that's dope. I appreciate it. And,
for sure.
And thank
Definitely
you all.
dope conversation.
For sure. I want to thank everyone who joined today, who joined us. I really appreciate it, guys. I always say it's so important. We have to support each other and continue to support each other. So thank you to everyone who is starting from the bottom with me right now and rolling with me, guys. I will be consistent. This is something you're gonna see me. So this is what it is, okay? Every single Thursday, I'll be at 216 The Movement College Radio Station from 6 to 8 o'clock. So I don't care what you have going on, what you're doing. Make sure you tuned in with me. We're gonna always be talking about everything, whatever. I want this platform to be something that everyone can be a part of and everyone can put their 2 cents in, right? Because I think we can all take from each other. So that's what this is about, guys. If you have anything that you want to talk about next week or whatever, it could be about your day, it could be anything, DM me. If you have my number, text me, send me an email, and let's really talk about it. I want to hear you all's input. Before we get out of here, Sal, I want you to let everyone know your latest music you have out and, all of your handles. Where can people purchase your music? Because we are supporting independent artists.
You can purchase my music on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Amazon, Google Play. I mean, anywhere you could think. Just type in Sul4Short on Instagram. On Google, type in Sul4Short on Instagram, type in Sul4Short on Twitter, Sul4Short on Facebook. I ain't been getting on Facebook, but I'm about to get back active.
That's dope.
That's what's up.
Okay, how can people find you, Yams?
You can find me on Facebook, Yams Did It, IG, Yams Did It, that's YAMZDIDIT. I also have an app called the Cut app, in which you can book an appointment with me without even having to contact me. Also, you can also DM me for appointments and consultation, inbox, email me at simmonssav88@gmail.com. Hit me up on Facebook.